Welcome, I'm Dr. Janine, Bowring naturopathic doctor, and today I'm talking about the hypothyroid diet. So the ideal way to feed the thyroid, to feed your body if you do have a low functioning thyroid. So my first tip is not even a food, it's actually the sun. So the sun is really important for our overall thyroid health and our endocrine system. The way that our brain works is reliant on having that natural healthy sunlight exposure. So if you've missed my other episodes about leptin and how this is all connected into the story about low thyroid and maybe even autoimmunity, then please be sure to check out those videos. But the sun is really important in terms of thyroid health and getting those healthy rays of the sunlight. So not just the UVA and the UVB rays, but also the red light and the infrared and the far infrared light rays on our thyroid is super important. So one of the things that I like to do is to ensure that I see that early morning sunrise as much as possible, to get some midday sun, but also to look at the sunset. And this is really important. Facing that sun at the end of the day is really great for the thyroid gland. Okay, let's talk about what to avoid in terms of the hypothyroid diet. So one of the things is to avoid gluten. So gluten has lectins, and lectins can be very difficult for the hypothyroid patient, really important in terms of proper digestion and that leaky gut syndrome, that we want to decrease any exposure to things that will cause problems in terms of overall digestion. So gluten, as well as the A1 casein from dairy products, can also be very problematic, especially if there is an autoimmune component to the hypothyroidism, like Hashimoto's disease. So really important that, yes, as much as you can, limit the gluten and limit the dairy intake in terms of the hypothyroidism diet. I also get a lot of questions about the goitrogenic foods. So this is the brassica family of vegetables, so broccoli, cauliflower, and in this group, yes, it is very healthy in terms of indole 3 carbanols, which I talk a lot about, helps to trap the bad estrogens in our body and is very protective in terms of an anti-carcinogenic effect. But there's question as to if it's really good for thyroid patients, because one of the things that it can do is trap iodine. Well, for me personally, the jury is still out. I haven't seen a lot of great evidence towards the fact that the goitrogenic foods and a lot of endocrinologists don't agree with the fact that they are in fact goitrogenic. I believe if you're following my next tip that's going to come up in just a second, in terms of getting enough iodine in the diet, which a lot of hypothyroid patients simply don't do. So whether this is from seaweed, from eating seafood, you've got to get enough iodine, even salt. So making sure that your salt has some naturally occurring iodine is really important. A lot of salt has this stripped in terms of the iodine content, and iodine is one of those important cofactors to run the thyroid gland. So when we're lacking in iodine, and then potentially we eat the goitrogenic vegetables, that combination may not be the best thing for hypothyroidism. And let's go to tip number 4, is to watch the carbohydrates. So too many, especially of the refined carbohydrates, can be problematic for someone who's suffering with low thyroid. So moving more towards the healthy fats, maybe the low carbohydrate type of lifestyle, and watching those refined carbs can really take, that load off of that poorly functioning thyroid gland and really help you move towards having that healthier metabolism and maybe getting some of that weight off as well. So watch my full episodes all about the hypothyroidism and how to treat it naturally, and that will really go a long way to help you on your journey for healing your thyroid, getting that weight off, and getting that metabolism going the way that it should be. So I hope that you learned something new. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Maybe you've got some other tips in terms of thyroid diet, or you've got some questions about what you are eating, if that's good or not for your thyroid. So please let me know in the comments below. Please be sure to share this video as well with someone that you know will benefit from this information. Also give me a big thumbs up. I truly appreciate all of your great feedback. And if you're new here, welcome into my channel. Make sure that you subscribe and you turn on those post notifications by clicking that bell. And remember to always take good care of your health and do it naturally. Thanks for watching today.